allegedly stalked one of the victims. That's false. You knew that was false. For anybody who had never heard that before, that question is now planted into them, unqualified representation that Mr. Kohberger stalked one of the witnesses, and that's false. We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122, but we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey guys, happy Thursday. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. All right, let's go ahead and pull up this interview. This is part 2. Well, technically like the second, not really part 2, but like the second interview that they did with Lakelynn. And again, Lakelynn is the girl that went back to 1122 with Dylan that night and stayed until apparently right before Maddie and Kaylee were to get home. She claims that when she left to walk back to her house, that it was before the girls got there, that she didn't see them pulling in and blah, 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 all the things. She's also the one who took the picture of Dylan that has been released from the guy that wrote Broken Plea. And it is the one that says no, where you can see the pong table and stuff in the background. According to the timestamps that she's given in these interviews, that was taken at 1:33 in the morning before she took off. In the first one, she was like sending them photos and videos, and they were going over like timestamps and stuff in the photos and the videos. But in this one, it's like, it sounds like they're in the room together. It sounds like they're in the room together. And they're going through the timestamps like in person, it sounds like. I'll have to go pull up the report so I can read like the top part of like where they were, but I think that they're like in the same room together. I'm pretty positive. Okay, here we go.
I think that was on.
And see how it like starts like that? Like it's not like, hey, this is blah 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 and blah blah blah, and we're interviewing blah 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 on this date. Like it just like starts in the middle of a conversation.
I think that was on.
See?
I have November 19th, I think, that we talked.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah, sounds about right. So basically, went over what we discussed earlier. There's a couple things I just want to like really confirm.
Maybe she when
you were, well, back up. We were trying to go off timestamps on pictures when you left before.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to try to get down as close as we can to when you got there and when you left there.
Okay.
Did y'all know they also did a warrant for Lakelynn's financial records? I saw that when I was going through the unredacted documents that were released and then removed from the court record like months ago, those, which are also in the Google Drive. And on the financial records, it has Lakelynn's name. I didn't know that before. I saw that a few days ago. I'm gonna try to find it while this is playing.
So we can start with that.
Okay.
We were going off like pictures and video timestamps. Can you go to the picture, the first one you have there?
Yeah.
Or I guess the last one you had anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last video that I had at it was at house, the one that's on TikTok. The time of the last thing I have from there is 11:54 p.m.
Okay. What I'd like to do, I know you send them all to me and I can pull the metadata. But I just want to look at the timestamp and write them down like verbatim if that's cool.
Yeah.
Because can you go to the last one you have before you went to?
Yeah.
Whatever that would have been.
Before I went there,
I'm pretty sure they're in the room together.
Okay. And what's happening here?
My friend here.
Okay. Does she work in the shop?
No, that's at her frat house.
I was gonna say it almost looks like with the gloves and stuff.
Yeah, no, she.
Okay.
She tends to do that. So.
If you 1 second here. So the last at least picture with whatever you have is 6:41 p.m. before you go to. Okay, and who did you go there initially by yourself, or did you go with anybody there?
I went with a couple people.
Okay. Did you ride there together or walk, or how'd that?
Yeah,
transpire?
we had a ride there.
Okay, who went with you in the ride there?
It was
In the ride on the way
in
there?
the car, yeah.
Okay.
And then John was the one that drove us.
Is that last name?
It's Matthew.
Okay. I just kind of got ahead of myself. How are you doing?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, as good as I could.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you going back to school?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing the remote thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Are a lot of the people from your classes up doing the same thing?
I think so. Yeah. There's like a good chunk of people in like all my classes that are they're doing like the Zoom option
Sure.
and stuff. So
You stay in pretty close touch with like, you're in a sorority, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're in. That's right.
Yeah.
You stay in touch with all those people pretty frequently. Does everyone kind of feel in the same way? Like,
yeah,
want to stay home and do the remote thing?
Yeah, there's like some girls from our sorority that are there. Kind of like chose to go back because just like they find like normalcy, like being in school and stuff. But yeah, I'd say like it's like half and half between like the girls that stayed home and the ones that went back to Moscow.
Okay. All right. So there's a drove, and then could you pull that back up?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so right here, and this is the first one you took at the party?
Yes, I believe.
Is that 6:44?
Or wait, I didn't see that one. No, this is still at the frat house.
Okay.
This, and then this was the first one.
That was the first one there. Okay.
Okay, so sorry. I have that.
No, it's all right. So that's about 10:35. When you got to, I know we discussed kind of who was there for that, but do you remember who was there right when you got there?
I first got there. I know Ken was. There really wasn't many people there when we got there.
Okay.
Because it wasn't really like going to be like a big party thing. It was more of like
a close house
kickback kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think we were some of the first people that got there.
Okay. And you were there until close to midnight-ish?
Yeah.
Probably?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, close to midnight-ish is different for us because we've been told for the longest that they meaning her and Dylan, got back to King Road around like 1:15. But she said, what was it, like 12:43? I don't know where my paper went. Like 12:43 is like a timestamp for the first thing that she did when she first got to King Road. That's a whole 30-minute difference. Like an entire 30-minute difference. It's a big deal to me. Welcome, Stacy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They do all talk the same. I'm sorry, I'm looking for that report, but yeah, they do all talk the same.
Yeah.
Turn it off on us. Okay, cool. So that one, I'm just gonna write down the timestamps.
Okay,
I know I could pull the metadata off the pictures.
No.
I will later. It's just easy to.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Yes.
getting iced?
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Okay.
her house. I think
What
it's
does
just
that mean? I don't know what that means.
We've all been there.
We've seen more embarrassing stuff
Yeah,
the last 3 weeks than
I'm
what
sure.
we've seen on your stuff phone. So don't worry about it.
Who's
Don't know who that
Okay.
is, but other people seem to know him.
Looks like a good dancer, huh?
I guess, yeah. I just met him that night, but I don't remember what his name was.
Some dancing guy?
Giving out if I try to do that.
Yeah.
So that's at Kaylee's house.
Yes. And that is at like Xana's house.
So this is okay.
That is,
What is this? Is this specifically of their room?
this is the bathroom on the second floor.
Okay, that's because right when you got there, you went to the
I
bathroom,
went to the
right?
bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
And what was the
now I don't know if she's gonna say it, but I find it odd that they're saying that they went through the front door, and when you walk through the damn front door, there's a bathroom right there, and she's claiming that she didn't go straight into the door to the bathroom. She's claiming that she went through that front door, went up the stairs, made a turn, made another turn, and then went down to that bathroom on the second floor. That's crazy to me because I would have used the first one, especially the one on the bottom floor. That's probably more like the guest bathroom because there's nothing really in it. I don't know. I just find it odd as a girl that's been partying and drinking all night that you would go up a flight of stairs needing to pee instead of just going straight to the one in front of your face.
context of that? Like, just, oh, there's on the floor.
I think it was Ethan's clothes, and I just like was confused as to why he was just on the floor. But
Okay, so that's
yeah, she is saying that there was Ethan's clothes on the floor in the bathroom on the second floor. I only remember seeing white pants that were Kaylee's, right? So I guess that would have been maybe after. I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember seeing anything of Ethan's on the floor in the bathroom. But it's still weird. Like, why? For one, don't you know that Xana has a boyfriend? And don't you know at this point that he's there like every single day? Why is it odd for you that Xana's boyfriend's clothes are on the bathroom floor on a weekend night in the bathroom that shares a wall with her bedroom, and you're taking pictures of his clothes? That is odd.
And that is at like Xana's house.
so this is okay.
That is,
What
Weird.
is this? Is this specifically of their room?
this is the bathroom on the second floor.
Okay, that's because right when you got there, you went to the
I
bathroom,
went to the
right?
bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the context of that? Like, there's just, oh, there's on the floor.
I think it was Ethan's clothes, and
You're
I
weird, bro.
just, like was confused as to why he was just on the floor. But
Okay, so that's so you got right there. You went right to the bathroom, right? So that's probably pretty close to when you got there. Then about
Yes.
right? Okay, cool. I thought so. And there's some stuff that I've already obviously asked you about and making sure everything's dialed in because you stay in touch with Dylan and Beth.
yeah, I was actually just with them this weekend because we went to the memorial on Friday together, and then like Xana's celebration of life on Saturday.
Where was that at?
They're both in.
I thought so. How are they doing?
They're doing okay. I think they're just as much as they can right now.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing a little bit better than.
What have you heard, like, kind of like, just since first time, I guess, that, I think you talked to first time.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything different, or what's the hubbub? What's the
hubbub
going around opinions and stuff?
I mean, everyone's just kind of like has their own theories kind of thing. I mean, I don't know, a lot of, or like some of my close friends like think it's the food truck guy, and like
Jack.
it's kind of just like all my
The
friends.
one in the Twitch video. or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah.
Right, like, what if she like? Is it his clothes or is it like his freaking boxers? Like, what piece of clothing did you take a picture of? That's actually like the first thing that came to my mind. Was like that's weird. What would be like the weird internal reason why you'd want to take a picture of his freaking clothes? Ugh, yeah, that's just creepy. I don't care. That's weird as shit. Oh, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships, Legal Swag. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Congratulations to those who got those. Yeah, that's weird, bro. I don't think I've ever wanted to take a picture of my friend's boyfriend's clothes. That's just like freaking weird.
Like they don't really like talking about any of this, so like I haven't like heard anything from them.
Girl, you creepy
About it. Like they try not to talk about it just because it's kind of hard.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's just so many like things flying around. So like,
Yeah. Well, everybody's got an opinion. So
yeah.
I mean, you asked them for their opinion, so yeah.
Was she tired and went to sleep, or did she like pass out?
No, she was like kind of like dozing off, getting ready to go to bed, and then they like told me I could stay the night, and I thought about it, but then I was like, I kind of just want to go home and go to bed. So like that's when I was home. That's in my room. So then I just walked home after that.
For someone that could have been there that night, because she was asked to spend the night or said that she could spend the night, I always like, I feel like her interviews are like really calm. Like, I don't understand like the Stepford wife emotions that comes out of this entire town, like this entire area. Maybe not the town, because these are like college people and not like actual locals, but the Stepford wife mentality of emotionless, just of everyone at that school. Again, Kai Davis is really sort of like where it blew my mind, because he's sitting there telling us how he's been sleeping with Bethany, and he's over at 1122 so much that when the news broke that something happened, his friends thought he might have been there and were worried about where he was. But he doesn't mention contacting her. She doesn't like reach out to him. And like, he's just so nonchalant about the whole thing. Like, he doesn't even like call to check on her. Everything is just so odd here. No emotion, numb. Nothing ever happens in Moscow. Like, weird. I'm telling you, the university has some sort of weird, something's happening. There's something in like an orientation video. There's something in like a frequency that gets put out. Like, I know I probably sound freaking crazy, but at this point, literally all of them have this mentality. People that know them and people that don't know them, that just go to that school. They all say the same shit. It's the same verbatim statement. It's like something triggers it. It's very freaking creepy, okay? It's creepy.
And I think she was getting up and getting ready to like go to bed.
So when you got there, it was
Just me.
Just you and Dylan.
Yeah. And then while I was in the bathroom, she went upstairs to go get Murphy, the dog, to let him out. And then we were in the kitchen making popcorn. And then we were on the couch, started watching Vampire Diaries. And that's about like when I got home, probably like 10, 15 minutes after
you guys
we
got
got there. Yeah.
That gap is the same as we've always been told.
The Vampire Diaries.
Okay. So you guys have made popcorn and were just hanging out. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe Brady said this at the beginning, but how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. We don't care about underage drinking. We don't care about drugs. Like, we don't care.
Okay.
None of that matters. You're not going to get in trouble for like, oh yeah, you know, I used this drug or I was drinking that night or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We don't care.
Okay.
All right. So, like, I know you guys made some popcorn. Were you guys drinking beers, or I know you'd been drinking earlier in the night, right?
No. After I got back to the house, I stopped drinking.
After you left 427?
Yes.
Okay. Was drinking alcohol or using drugs or anything?
No,
like
not when we got back to the house, her house.
How, as far as Dylan and you go, like how drunk or intoxicated you guys there? Like 10 being like completely passed out on the floor, like no idea, you know.
Obviously that's not the case.
We were both probably about maybe like a 6 or 7.
Okay. So definitely feeling good.
Yeah, I think I might have been a little bit more drunk than she was, because I was kind of.
Yeah, because wasn't that like the whole story for why Dylan brought her back to her house or whatever? Was because her friend was like so drunk that she like basically wanted to like escort her. That was like the original story. She basically put all of the responsibility, or like, I guess, the responsibility of them being together that night and going back to King Road together on the fact that Lakelynn was so out of it.
Kind of drinking a little bit throughout the day.
Yeah.
It was a game day. Yeah, I think I might have been a little bit more drunk than she was.
Okay. But I just wanted to like
Yeah.
gauge, like, no, we weren't drinking at all, or we hadn't been drinking at all, or we were drinking, or but just a little bit, or we were completely shit housed. Like
no, yeah, like I remember everything, so like I didn't like black out or like anything like that.
Okay. And then no, there was beer cans everywhere. Or like there was just a bunch of beer cans, beer pong tables, like
everywhere.
Were you guys playing? Did anybody play beer pong, or is that like?
We were Friday because we had our sorority formal, and there was a party
there the night before, right?
Yeah, and like sometimes they don't really like clean up necessarily the day after. They usually wait till like the weekend's over.
So a lot of those beer cans and the beer pong tables set up and all that stuff was like left over kind of from Friday night.
I would assume so. I mean, I wasn't there during the day Saturday, so I don't know if like people were over then. Because typically, because
people did go over there.
Like frat party.
Because remember, we were being told that Xana was sending out text messages around like 11 o'clock that morning to get people to go over to 1122 before they then all went over to that other party. So yeah, there was people there that day.
Like typically, like people like pre-game it. So I don't know if like people were over earlier, like pre-gaming this party, and then people went over, or because I didn't go to that.
No, I'm assuming you've been over to the house quite a few times. So like that table that was set up with all the beer pong cups, like is that like the beer pong table? Like is it always there, or does it like get moved somewhere else?
It usually gets moved. So like on that Friday, when we had our formal, it was in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then Saturday when I got there, it was in the living room.
Okay.
So I think it frequently gets kind of moved. And it also used to be kept outside, like when it was nicer out.
So it's just a straight up beer pong.
It's not used for really anything else.
Not a dinner table. It's literally just a drink.
There's another table in the kitchen area, but I don't really know if they used it.
On Friday when you were over there, what time was the what'd you call it?
The formal. So we had to be at our sorority by 7 o'clock. So we all left.
She's so loud.
Between like 6:30 and 6:45.
Okay. And do you know if like the party continued on Friday night from there, or?
I'm not completely sure because I know like Xana and Ethan, they didn't go to the sorority formal, so I don't know if other people went over after we
and
left.
then she's gonna cause chaos in the windows.
So possible, but
it's possible, yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't go back there after I left to go to the formal at 7.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I got a little excited.
No, and so the whole time you were there on Saturday, or let me back up.
See, that's what's so crazy. Again, they're just like walking home alone in the dark at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning. No, so scary. What are you doing?
Saturday night, you weren't there until late, actually early Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you were there for, let's see here, about 12:40 ish is when you get there, right? Or because you went right to the bathroom, and then you're there until almost 2 o'clock. I want to say right around there. Okay. What made you go home?
It was time.
I'm not exactly sure. I think it's because like I just wanted like food because I went home and I like right away made that bagel and also like usually when I stayed at their house before a couple times, like just when I didn't want to go home, I usually slept like in the bedroom downstairs, like the empty one.
Yeah.
And it's not very comfortable, so I think I just like was like I'm just gonna go home.
Just ready to be done.
Yeah.
Was that Snapchat was that of the bagel?
Yes, that was.
Did it drop? I'm guessing you dropped it or something.
That does suck. Like walking home, drunk, walking home, finally getting home, having that like drunk craving for something, making it, and then dropping it on your nasty floor. That sucks.
So I think you said it took about, how long does it take to get home from?
It's about 15 minutes.
Okay. And then
That's a long walk by yourself.
I know I'm asking to go back
and
and like think about when you made a bagel, but so you get home, do you immediately make the bagel? Is that like the first thing
Yeah,
you do?
because I had the bagels and cream cheese in my room.
Okay.
So I walked straight up to my room, and then because I live in the sorority, I was on the 3rd floor, and I grabbed a bagel, and then there's a toaster like in our lounge, so I didn't have to like go down to the kitchen or anything.
Okay.
So
that I think was at 219. I want to see, could you look it up real quick?
Yeah. And I had already like taken
so within like 5 minutes
of getting home is when you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. And before, and you were on the main level the whole time you were there, right?
Besides going
aside from when you went up the stairs and then left.
Which is still strange that you didn't use
and
that
the whole time
bathroom.
you were there, like nobody else was home that you knew of, right?
Not that I knew of, no.
And you left before any of the other 4 got home, right? Okay.
And I didn't like pass them like when I was going down the road or anything.
Okay. Yeah, we're just, I mean, like I said before, the closer we can get to like minutes of how this kind of played out, is what we're kind of going for here. When you were at and then came there, what did you have with you? Like, did you have a purse or a backpack or like
a backpack.
Anything? Okay. And did you take that with you when you left? Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything, because at some point, obviously we're gonna have to go through the house and figure out what belongs to who. Is there anything in the house that like belongs to you that you've left there in the past or anything like that?
Yeah, the only thing I left a green water bottle in Xana's car, the blue one, and then there should be like one of my sorority sweatshirts like in Xana's closet or something that I let her borrow like over like a month.
But nothing like
just like
I've got 2 TVs and an Xbox.
No, it's just like clothes and just like little things.
And you probably don't know this, but is there anything like, is there other stuff that is in the house that you know of that doesn't belong to anybody that lives there? Like,
not that I can think of now.
Okay. I noticed, and obviously going there, there's a lot of different types of like alcohol. Hard alcohol, there's a lot of like White Claw stuff, but there's also different beers and stuff like that. Like, do you know who drinks what? Like what they're like, oh, this person, they drink this all the time. This person, they drink this all the time.
And like, mainly just like my close friends is really like, I know like I drink White, like
did they just blur out her saying I drink White Claw or wine, like whatever word she used, they blocked out what she drinks?
My close friends is really like, I know like I drink White, like
why would you do that? Okay.
Like Xana used to drink White Claw sometimes. Like she'd switch between different things. Ethan, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that's all I can think of.
That's fine. Some people are like, oh, that guy's Coors Original. He doesn't drink anything but the Buckskins. You know what I mean?
Most of our friends kind of drink whatever they can get. So.
Okay. And then on top of that, like kind of going back into like we're on the outside looking in, right? And we're trying to dissect people's relationships and understand like to get this whole picture. And as you can imagine, this is probably like just insane with the amount of people and connections and relationships and communication. And we understand also in college, like there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of drugs, and those things can kind of muddy the water. Especially when we're trying to understand from the outside in, how is this machine, if you make it, how is it moving? How are the cogs working, right? Because when you start talking about the difficult things like sex and underage drinking and drug use and stuff like that, people are they kind of hink up, But we have to you know, we can't let that get in the way of
Yeah.
understanding how that works. So I bring that up because, like I said, like we don't care about alcohol, we don't care about
Me too.
drugs, like we don't care. We
Useless to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my understanding there is quite a bit of drug use and potentially some maybe in that house. Do you know anything about that?
No, I know that
Nobody's gonna get in trouble.
No,
Nobody's
yeah.
gonna get in trouble. Like, that is not what this is about.
the only thing I could think of is that like Xana and Ethan, like they sometimes like would smoke weed. I don't know if either of them like had like, I don't know, like a dab pen or like anything like that, but I know like occasionally they would.
Honey,
'Cause, like, last
they're
year
asking
we
about
went
drugs. That's not the answer they're
Um,
looking for.
But I can't think of any of the other ones that.
Well, like at parties and stuff, it wasn't like the, hey, pass the 4-foot bong around the room.
No.
It's still
Everybody's
just
getting
a
rips.
plant. That's still not the
No.
same thing.
Not that type of.
4-foot
No.
bong. Are we for real?
Okay.
How freaking
Okay.
immature.
As far as, so we talked about alcohol, we talked about drugs. As far as relationship stuff goes, obviously, Xana and Ethan were dating. Do you know any, I mean, were they completely exclusive to each other? Did you ever hear if there was any like, oh, maybe she cheated on him or he cheated on her, or like, you know, was there any different kind of love interest that different people like? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think that they were pretty exclusive to each other. Like once they like actually like made it official last spring that they were like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because over the course of like last year, like last school year, like Xana and another guy named he like they kind of had like a little thing going on. Like they took each other to like their like sorority and fraternity like formals.
Okay.
Like,
and that was and
Xana. Yeah.
But that was prior to
that was
her and Ethan officially dating.
Oh yeah. But that's the only because Xana never really had like a boyfriend or anything.
But it was kind of like right before, which doesn't honestly really matter. But there's pictures of Xana with that guy, I believe, at a formal in like the springtime of 22. And then we know that she spent some of the summer with the Chapins at the lake house, from what we're understanding anyway. Like that's like kind of like where they hung out some. So that's not a long time in between. That's only like 2 months or so. So I don't know how serious really the Mason guy was, but I mean, just taking a guy to a formal and like hanging out with him really isn't like too big of a deal. I mean, Ethan was basically living with Xana. You know, like that's a huge difference.
Before, I know like her and they kind of liked each other and their whole thing was kind of off and on.
Yeah, you
and
know,
then,
I'm really glad you mentioned that. That interview has always rubbed me real weird. That interview has always rubbed me real weird. Let me see if I can find it and we'll play it, because she not only says something about how like whatever the rumors aren't true, and she mentions like the love triangle shit, but then she says something about like wanting, like she asks Maisie and Hunter if they want to say something or whatever, and they like obviously say no, and she darts these eyes at them, and you can see it like on the camera. And that was weird. That was weird. So yeah, I go back to thinking about that now that we have those messages too. Because I'm telling you, in the book, that we know that Stacy and Jim and everyone else in that camp like actually spoke to them for, the James Patterson book. It talks about them going to the frat, shutting it down, spending the night, like a little powwow session. And she the way that it's marketed is like it was just like a thing about Ethan and celebrating him and blah, blah, blah. But everyone had to put their phones up. It was like a lock-in, they called it, like a lock-in. Ma'am, you sound sus as shit for hiding something here, okay? Let me see if I can find it, because she did say some crazy stuff. She said some crazy stuff.
her and Ethan started like hanging out more last year, and then they started dating this last spring.
Okay.
But I haven't like heard anything of them like cheating on each other. Like.
Okay, so nothing. Were they like on and off a ton? Like, oh, I broke up this week, back together this week, next week, like.
I never heard anything of them like getting in like a big fight and like taking a break from each other and
Yeah.
like they had their like little small things, but like they never like broke up
Students
with
killed
each
was
other. It
Ethan
wasn't, like,
Chapin.
on
His
and
parents
off
say
thing.
And then as far as a boyfriend,
Mhm.
right? Which is
Quinn.
Can you
yes,
first just tell?
is in,
Mhm. Yeah.
what about like what is that? Are they doing a long distance
Yeah,
thing? Or
yeah, they're
what's
doing
the-
long distance. They've been dating for about 2 years. They did long distance all last year, and then also like the beginning of this year. But
Okay.
as far as I know, they're like really good. Like, she hasn't told me about like any major fights or anything that's happened. Like she told me, she'll tell me when she gets like annoyed with him, like over like a message or something. But
Yeah,
as far
I
as
found the
know,
interview.
like,
We're gonna
they've
watch it
been
here
good
together in a
and, like,
minute.
Nothing's happened there.
That's always
Okay.
been like really weird to me.
And as far as like other boys or other girls, like has she ever mentioned, this one time he cheated on me or whatever, I think he did, or like the other way around, do you know if she's ever cheated on him and does he know about it or does he not know about it?
Yeah.
Do you know any of that stuff?
I've never heard her say anything about like him cheating or her being like suspicious of anything.
Yeah.
But she did tell me like at some point last year, one of our sorority sisters like texted and told him that Dylan cheated on him at like a party or something.
Okay.
Was that Quinn and Dylan? Listen close.
I know about it.
Yeah.
Do you know any of that stuff?
I've never heard her say anything about like him cheating or her being like suspicious of anything.
Yeah.
But she did tell me like at some point last year, one of our sorority sisters like texted and told him that Dylan cheated on him at like a party or something.
Now look, the damn timeline that the law enforcement peeps put together that's in this book has stuff about like interviews and stuff that people have, and in it talks about how Dylan was with that Gideon guy all night at the party, like going in and out, like hanging out together, and his name was written on her arm. It's in the body cam. And this is like the time before, so Dylan's just like, that's crazy to me, bro. Like, this is literally, I'm gonna go clip this shit. I swear on everything, I'm clipping this shit. This girl just said in the first interview, knowing Dylan, she's probably pretty loyal. Now today, she's sitting here saying, oh, this sorority chick last time said that Dylan was cheating on Quinn. Which one? Is she a cheater or is she loyal? Because she can't be both. Clipping this shit. She can't be both. Girl, one more time.
Know about it or does he not know about it?
Yeah.
Do you know any of that stuff?
I've never heard her say anything about like him cheating or her being like suspicious of anything.
Yeah.
But she did tell me like at some point last year, one of our sorority sisters like texted and told him that Dylan cheated on him at like a party or something.
Okay.
And we know how these people talk. Last year is last school year. So this would have been January to May at some point in 2022 during the school year. So for her to be a cheater last school year and for her to be hanging around with the dude at this party, she a cheater. Which we kind of figured that. I mean, look at her. She's a liar. Duh.
I know about it.
Yeah.
Do you know any of that stuff?
I've never heard her say anything about like him cheating or her being like suspicious of anything.
And being a cheater and a liar gets you almost $120,000 in a GoFundMe. Oh, I wish I didn't have a conscience sometimes, bro. Urgh, I just can't do it. I don't understand people. Oh my God.
Anything.
Yeah.
But she did tell me like at some point last year, one of our sorority sisters like texted and told him that Dylan cheated on him at like a party or something.
Okay.
Which is weird because Dylan wasn't friends with that sorority girl. So,
Okay.
but that's the only thing that I ever heard of was that a girl in my sorority texted and said that like Dylan cheated on him.
Okay. But that was completely untrue, or
Yeah, it was,
you don't know, or
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's untrue. I mean,
Girl, you are
like,
so
Dylan
stupid.
told me, like it wasn't true and like it was made up. And like
Dylan
no
told
one
me it
knew
wasn't true, so I believed her. Girl.
wouldn't
Right,
surprise
is
you.
It wouldn't
Erica?
surprise me. Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't surprise you what?
cheated on him.
Okay. But that was completely untrue, or
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know, or
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's untrue. I mean, I was like told me like it wasn't true and like it was made up, and like knowing the girl that said it, like
wouldn't surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise you.
Knowing
Yeah.
the girl that said it. Okay, so either Dylan's a serial cheater, or it's probably Erica and she's a serial liar. I mean, how else are they going to set this up? I'm going to go with Dylan's probably a cheater, because we know that she was hanging around with that guy. You've got his name written on your arm. You should not be letting some dude that close to you in a relationship. I don't give a damn. That's not how that works.
And like knowing the girl that said it, like
wouldn't surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise you. Yeah.
Okay. Does not have a boyfriend, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know, I mean, what's her?
Yeah, here we go. And who is this about one more time? Not Dylan. Is this for Bethany?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's untrue. I mean, I was like told me like it wasn't true and like it was made up, and like knowing the girl that said it, like
wouldn't surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise you. Yeah.
Okay. Does not have a boyfriend, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know, I mean, what's her?
A little bit more, because she took him to our sorority formal on that Friday.
Okay, so maybe kind of potentially establishing a little bit of a.
Yeah,
Kaylee?
like I think like they kind of had like.
Right here. Pretty positive she said Kaylee, right? Like I found the paper where they did a search warrant for Lakelynn's financials, so I'll pull it up after this is over. This is the part I heard that I've mentioned over the past couple of days about Jack Jakor and how he's being told that the reason they're breaking up, according to rumor and everything that we've been hearing from the family and every freaking thing else, because Kaylee was moving off to Texas and all the thing. Y'all know the freaking story. But then she's hanging out with other guys in the area. And then I hear this to where Lakelynn is now, like, I guess, under the impression that there's like some feelings happening between Kaylee and this other guy. So that's really important with the timing and considering what Jack has been told, what we've been told, Jack has been told, the mental state he was already in prior to the crimes, according to what we have in reports from him contacting the university about his mental health. We know there was a phone call in between all this shit happening. We know she was trying to get back in contact with him again. A 17-minute phone call, and suddenly he's not answering the phone. Sounds like it was an argument from just like being a human in relationships and how things usually work. So when I heard this, I was like, shit, that like literally puts more on Jack, because Kaylee was growing feelings for somebody in the same area that Jack was, but Jack was being told she was leaving, and so that's why they couldn't be together. Think about how Jack's brain would be going listening to that.
True, or
yeah,
you don't know, or
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's untrue. I mean, I was like told me like it wasn't true and like it was made up, and like knowing the girl that said it, like
wouldn't surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise you. Yeah.
Okay. Does not have a boyfriend, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know, I mean, what's her?
See, I've heard this be mentioned, but in the 3.5 years we've been looking at this case, I've never seen that. So if somebody has a screenshot of that and it's a proven account of hers, please send it to me, because we've never seen that ever.
On that Friday.
We've argued about this for like a super long time about if there was OF or not, and we've never seen any proof of it. And up until the past like 2 weeks, week and a half or so, I've never seen that before in my entire life. And everyone was digging into these girls' social media. There was nothing like that out here. There's nothing that I've seen that anyone else out here has seen. I've never seen it. So if there's a picture of that out there, I would like for it to be produced, because we've all seen their social medias, have never seen that anywhere. Yeah, I've never seen it. And I know that Chris Whitcomb says that, but we all saw her social media way before this guy even knew this case existed, by his own admission. So where is that? No, that doesn't matter because everyone was looking at her social media the second that this happened. So if it was out there, it would have been clipped, it would have been screenshotted, it would have been done within 24 hours of this case happening. We all know how this works. We all know how this works. Even JLR, when he came out with his videos about that, he never showed a screenshot of social media. He never had any actual proof of anything. We would have seen that. Can you send it to me? Because I've never seen it. And no one else in chat has seen it either. So can you send it or post it in the community tab or something? Because I've never seen it. He's talking about Beth right here. Okay, let me go back.
I'm pretty sure it's untrue. I mean, I was like, told me like it wasn't true and like it was made up. And like knowing the girl that said it, like
wouldn't surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise me, yeah.
Okay.
I hope he finally gets arrested.
Does not have a boyfriend, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know, I mean, what's her?
Okay, maybe that is about Beth. Maybe you're right. Maybe I heard it wrong. Okay, yeah. Because it's a redacted name. You're right. You're right.
A little bit more because she took him to our sorority formal.
Yes, please
Friday.
do.
Okay, so maybe kind of potentially establishing a little bit of a.
Yeah, like I think like they kind of had like feelings for each other, but there was no like official label or anything on it. They're just kind of like hanging out and.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do you know? Would she usually spend the night at their place, or did people come over to her house because they like this? Sorry, what's his name?
Yeah.
A fraternity or what?
Yeah, he's in a fraternity. Yeah.
Okay, so is he in a house or is he off campus?
No, he lives in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does he come over to? Do you know if he would come over to her place more often because she's off campus?
Oh, welcome!
Yeah,
Thank you for joining me.
Mimi. Go over to.
Welcome.
Okay.
See, that's another thing. I want to see that. Yeah, that's what we've been looking, we've been wondering. And again, in all of this time, Chris saying that in that interview, I was like, what the freaking frack are you talking about? What in the freaking frack are you talking about? We've talked about this for so long because there's been like nothing. There's been no videos. There's been nothing leaked. There's been, hey, oh my God, look, this is that chick that I pay all this money to, or oh my God, this is that whatever. Like it would have been out here by now. It would have been out here by now. This is the age of no one gives a shit for some reason. And it's never in the past 3.5 years ever come out until Chris W. says something that we can't even trust him because he's got so many things wrong in the first place. We can't guarantee where he's even getting this information from. We can't. Because he's getting his information from multiple sources. If it's true, then somebody has to prove it. Somebody has to give me a search warrant. There's got to be something else here. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so he did say something about like feet, didn't he? I think I remember a feet thing. Which is definitely not the same as OnlyFans. It's actually comical, if you want to be so serious. If that was the case.
Kaylee.
If it's just feet, I'm going to say, get it, girl.
Do you know anything about her relationship? I don't know how. I know you talked
No,
to her,
no, not really. Because I didn't meet Kaylee until the beginning of this school year when she was living with all of them. Because like last year I didn't go to their house a bunch because it was like older girls. I wasn't really friends with them. But then after Xana moved in this year, like I started being there way more. And that's kind of how I met Kaylee. But I don't really know much about like her relationship with anyone.
And same with Maddie, or you do know Maddie better?
Maybe just a little bit more. Like I've been around Maddie more, I think, like especially like last year, like we'd always be at the same place and stuff. And like I've met her boyfriend before. And I saw him this school year when he came up to visit on like homecoming or like alumni weekend.
Yeah, because he flew her out for parents weekend.
To
meet him.
I think that's
Did either one of them, Kaylee or Maddie, did you hear from like anything about Kaylee or Maddie like having a side piece or kind of doing their own thing, or like was any of that gossip like relayed to you, or did it ever happen?
No, and I don't like, even if something like that like did happen, I don't think. Oh, actually, no. I did hear that last spring break, Maddie kissed a boy on their like Mexico trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd that? I guess let's talk about that.
So it was Dad told me, this was like last year though when it happened, that Maddie kissed a guy named
Connor
on that spring break trip. But I don't know if like Jay found out about it or not, but I just
did that lead to some drama?
Not that I know of. Like I didn't hear anything after that. She just told me that like, oh, like I heard that like Maddie kissed this guy like on their spring break trip in Mexico.
Who all like went on the spring break trip? Like, is that a whole sorority that went, or like a group of like 30?
Obviously, it wasn't
I
just
think
a
it was like a
sorority
bigger
because
group and like
Connor's a
people from like
dude.
different like fraternities and sororities like on our campus. I do know Beth was on that Mexico trip though. But and then like was the one that she kissed, but I can't like exactly remember who was all on that trip.
How does he fit into knowing them? Is he in a sorority or fraternity?
He used to. He's in the house, which is where Jay was in before he graduated.
Okay. Do you know him?
I like been around him a couple times last year, like at a party or something, but I never really like had like conversations with him. It was more like a hey and like give each other a hug kind of thing.
Okay.
Just be hugging people you don't really know. That's cray. Don't touch me,
bro.
bro.
So is Connor and Jay like friends?
I would think so. I'm not exactly sure because I mean they were in the same fraternity together, but I don't know like if
Well, you're assuming that they kind of that he knows them through him. So I mean, obviously there must be some sort of friends or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not really. I'm sorry. I'm just.
No. Yeah. Like I guess. Yeah.
Amber Vance does a good job of like putting that whole thing together because Connor and Jack Showalter are like besties. And it's also interesting that the timeline that Idaho State Police and Moscow put together that's in this book has information about Connor and Jack in it. And this timeline was apparently given to the prosecution all the way down in November of 2023. So I don't know why they would have just random separate ass information in this timeline about those people all the way in 2023, a year after the crime, 10, 11 months after Kohberger's arrested. Like, why is that still on your timeline? We'll probably never get answers.
I'm not like 100% sure, but
understand. So
yeah.
Okay.
Was that like a one-time thing, or did he kind of like keep trying to come back or come around the house or communicate, or would you even know?
I wouldn't know. I just heard that one thing and then I never heard anything else after that. So
okay. What about Kaylee? I know she'd recently broken up. Was there, I guess, were you made aware of any, or did anyone tell you about her ever cheating on her boyfriend or going through a phase or doing her own thing for a little while?
No.
Okay. Did you know who she was? Didn't she start dating after she broke up with her ex?
Like dating a new guy?
Yeah. Or wasn't she hanging out with somebody? Was she? I shouldn't ask. Was she?
At least two.
I
think maybe a third casually.
Or I'm not sure. I wasn't very close with Kaylee, and like usually when I was over there, like there was multiple people there, so like I don't know if she was like specifically hanging out with one person.
Yeah.
So she actually doesn't know anything about Kaylee hardly.
It's interesting, or it was coincidental because I was actually going to ask you about if something happened over Parents' Weekend. that might have happened with your mom in the trailer?
Oh, this is what we're talking about.
Hear about anything like somebody getting rowdy and like getting asked to leave?
Oh yeah.
Trailer. Yeah, I remember this report.
Yeah, there was a guy. I mean, he's my friend, but he was like really drunk, and he was like kind of like saying stuff to like some of the other parents in the trailer, and then he went up to one of the moms and like not really like hit her hard, but like with an empty plastic water bottle and kind of like hit her on the top of the head. Okay. And then he was asked, like my mom like asked him to like.
And this was a student?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that?
It's
Okay.
That was an E name.
Was that like add a character for him, or like just?
That was an E name. It sounded like.
Not really like hit her hard, but like with an empty plastic water bottle and kind of like hit her on the top of the head. Okay. And then he was asked, like my mom like asked him to like.
And this was a student?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that?
It's.
Okay.
And was that like add a character for?
That's an E name.
Asked him to like.
And this was a student?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that?
It's.
Okay.
And was that?
Yeah, there is another Ethan. There is another Ethan. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Hey, everybody that's in here. Welcome. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Like add a character for him, or like just.
I mean, he's usually kind of like an asshole, especially like when he's drunk. And like I know he's like gotten like kind of like physically like rowdy before. So I wouldn't say it's like out of the ordinary.
Physically rowdy?
You watched this happen or whatnot, or?
I watched him hit the mom in the head with the water bottle, but then I kind of like
crazy.
I heard from like other people that like he was like kind of like saying like comments or something to the parents. But then like I was there, like I was watching like when my mom like asked him to leave, and like he got out of the trailer and.
Okay, give us 1 sec.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Ain't really time. Yeah, maybe Ethan. She's either saying like Ethan's friend, or it is there is another Ethan.
A bottle of water or soda or anything?
I have a bottle of water.
Yeah, let me see if I can track one down for you.
Yeah, and it's about to be over in like 30 seconds. This is the one that just sort of like ends abruptly. But this is like muted in there, which is weird because it's like about to be over. "20 more seconds. I don't think anything else is said. I just left it in here so that you guys can see that it just like ends. 10 seconds. 5. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I will be back later on tonight. Thank you so much for the new members, and thank you so much for the gifted memberships. I very much appreciate that. Welcome, Karen. Welcome. Thank you so much for being morning. Well, it's now 1:30, but we started in the morning, and that's what counts. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'll be back in a little bit. See y'all. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that the notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives.